All right, so good afternoon. Um, Hope you all doing well this afternoon. Today is the 9th again, and doing another video here. Hope you don't mind me taking a drink. Hopefully my throat will hold out. I'm gonna get a Halls here as well. Um, so let's talk snow, guys, and cold air. Very deep trough. We talked about it this morning, diving this way, and some very high winds down here. Red flag warnings down here in the south, deep south. Very dry air diving south here. Very dry. Like dew points tonight are going to be in the teens, right? And this system is probably um, as far as mid-level temperatures, negative 40 degrees Celsius, mid-level temperatures, moving through the Great Lakes, and that's really going to enhance the lift, and the difference between the mid-level temps and the surface is gonna just have that lift just explode tonight. And interesting pattern going on here, guys. Just interesting to watch and to talk about, but not fun for the people involved with it, right? And right now, um, let's switch back to the visible. You see the general flow here, right? Moving this way and this way. We got cold front dipping down. The cold air is about to push down here in the south, guys. It's gonna get brutal. Um, Tomorrow morning is gonna be cold. I'm telling you. So, and the next day as well. So let's switch to the radar real quick. See those lake effect bands already setting up here, right in the north over Lake Michigan. This north to south flow is interesting to watch because um, you have convergence probably going on here, and the mid-level feature move through the flow. Just everything's going to come together for probably thunder snow tonight, guys. So, um, yeah. And of course, we got precip moving up this way. All right. And some storms firing off in the southern Georgia here, and into North Carolina, South Carolina here. So let's look at the radar real quickly here. Switching over to the radar. Move my head over this way. I moved off the screen. Interesting. Oh well. Snow coming through the flow here. I know this is different radar looks, right? And the temperatures are overlaid here on purpose because I wanted to show you what the temps are. Right around freezing in Chicago. Um, in Chicago, maybe some snow flurries going on right now. And this is the flow, right? Just making sure my picture's there. Still working out the kinks with this program I got, but I wish everything was just full screen here. It'd be a lot easier to work with, but anyway, mostly snow right here, guys. Snow to the east of Lake Michigan here. Looks like rain ongoing, and maybe a meso type low moving through the on Lake Michigan right now. Little meso low here. Um, pretty interesting feature. Man, that is kind of cool. Let's switch back to the satellite. Move this over. See if we can get over the Great Lakes. Some local shot here. Maybe regional visible. Hard to see, but you can make out convergence in general here. It's hard to really see the meso low. Some kind of just low level spin moving across the lake there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can see the flow here, how it's going, guys. It's just blasting to the south. Going back to the radar. Put my mug back on here. Despite the fact it's interesting, it's still got very dynamic here. Just a lot of snow in general. And some rain changing to snow here into Indiana. Even some snow into Ohio. Still raining in Pittsburgh and to the east here. But overall, it's probably going to change over to snow sometime later on today. You see snow further up here into the on the Canadian border. Buffalo getting some snow now, right? Cold rain here along the East Coast. Of course, we're east of the cold front now. You can see the temperature gradient down here in the south, guys. Incredible. So this cold front's about to push through, and we're gonna feel it here. So, yeah. See the temperature is already in the 30s up here into Kentucky, right? So even into parts of Illinois, you got snow going on with that southerly flow, rain down there. But let's go back to the composite just to get a better idea overall precip in general, right? It mostly in the eastern U.S., guys, you know. So yeah, pretty dynamic system. And really, the amazing thing is, um, it's not going to stick around more than a couple days, and by the end of the week, it's going to warm up considerably. So, quick hitting system here. You can see the down to the south here as well, where the temperature gradient is. Cold front pushed already offshore here. So, this system has a little more trouble getting to the East Appalachians, but it's certainly doing that now. You can see out here in the desert southwest, quite hot, right? To the west here. And on the west coast, it's hot, right? Majority of the country, other than that, pretty cold, pretty cold. So, are cooling off, you know. So, um, now I want to go over the first of all the regional model output, so y'all saw can get an idea what's going to be happening here. So, take this off. Back to the satellite loop here. All right. Now, current hazards. I'm just going to keep this over here because just the best way to do things. You see how much further south? Let's see if this has changed at all. You have a severe thunderstorm warning down here in southeast Georgia. But you can see most of the other warnings and watches are cold weather related. We have winter storm warnings, winter storm watches, winter weather advisories, winter storm warning, winter weather advisories for the um, Appalachian Mountains, uh, freeze warnings down here, red flag warning with the high winds down here in the south, and actually a freeze watch down here into desert southwest and some high wind warnings out west here. So now current temps, let's look at that real quickly. This gives you a good idea where the coldest temps are. They're still pushing to the south here, right? This is at 4 p.m. Temperature gradient pretty strong right here, guys. You can see where the cold front is, all right? So, wind gusts right now. See the highest winds are along and right along the front. Well, along and to the backside of the front. Very, very dynamic system, guys. I keep saying that, but it's pretty incredible. Now, let's go through the different area forecasts here. All right, this is just the precip, um, reflected with precip type, right? Shows snow and rain, different areas. So overnight tonight, you see those bands moving through. It really doesn't reflect um, not that great of showing how much it's going to be, but um, you know, pretty heavy snow moving through the western Great Lakes, Michigan. That band was further east. Then you have maybe another band setting up on the eastern side of the Lake Michigan, and that cold air is pushed to the east. You have another quick hitting system move further, move through the flow here on the 11th. Maybe a quick hitting shot of snow there. So, yeah. Now to the northeast here. Move this over a little bit. 4 p.m. Frozen precip along the Canadian border. On the backside, snow, rain ahead of it. Rain pushes off to the east. Snow diving southward here, right? You have the northwest flow, bringing maybe some snow flurries all the way to the east here, streaming off the lakes with some, some enhancement. Could get a quick shot of an inch or so of snow here where this dynamic system moves through. Um, Tennessee Valley, Ohio Valley. Let's go out to 4 p.m. Cold fronts pushing through, having flurries into the Appalachians. You can see the core of the mid-level low moves through, right? Moves into northern Georgia and is wringing out whatever moisture is left in the atmosphere, right? It springs out, and there you go. So further to the east, you see the 540 line. You see the mid-level feature moving here. And this morning, this is the HRRR run. The HRRR really wanted to put some precip here in North Carolina, snow, overnight on the 11th. There still might be a quick shot here, the snow, all right? So into the deep south. This is more related to temperatures. So let's take a look what the temperatures are going to look like. Cooling off tonight quite quickly here. Getting in the low 30s tonight for a lot of the southeast, right? Even into middle Florida, the 50s, 60s, right? And then you get into tomorrow night, I think it's the coldest, 20s and 30s. And we factor in the wind chill, teens and 20s, and in the northern Georgia, potentially wind chills in the low teens. So better watch out for that, guys. So now switching over to some regional information here. The lake effect snow potential along the Lake Michigan, right? Intense lake effect snow is expected in these areas, greater than 3 inches an hour. The probability of 6 inches or more of snow is quite high, right? Lake effect snow is expected. Most persistent is expected in these dark blue areas. Okay. And the conditions, as we know, with these kind of events can vary quite widely by a couple miles. Here's the forecast. Wind chills 10 to 15 tonight for that area. Warming up quickly, though, towards the end of the week. And there's some more information about that. So, well, I was going to go through some different messages for different areas of the country, but I had some problems with my video, so I'm going to stop it here. Just going over in general where the highest impacts are expected to be, winter storm impacts. So the let's see if we can zoom in here some. All right. Doesn't really look that great, but you can see where the biggest impacts on the map are. The dark reds, major impacts. If you look at day one, you see where the highest impacts are. And you can get the general idea of where this is at here, right? And you go to day two, pretty much in the same area, guys, you know? This is a combination of cold and snow and different things like that related to cold there, right? And day three, it moves further to the north there. So I'll try to have a more comprehensive thing in the morning, but I hope you all stay safe out there tonight and bundle up, and God bless.